Good morning. This is Cheryl with Sea Spirit Tarot, and I continue with my daily Thoth study. And I had a title picked out, but I better think, but that I'm not reacting to some previous conversations. So let's just get right into it. The Arcturian card for today is abundance. Abundance, your sacred geometry of abundance. Beautiful, huh? I'm a being of violet fire. I'm the purity God desires. Saint Germain. So the first card we have today is Heir of Air. This is the Prince of Swords. A lot going on in this card here. And down here, you see the chariot. And you see the triangle and the square, as in the original chariot card. Heir of Air, that's a lot of mind stuff, right? And then down here we have a more immature version of the children. And they're pulling the chariot every which way. And though it's easy to roll and easy to guide, it is barely being led. Oh, wow, look how those colors change, depending on where I am. It's merely being led by accident to its next location. So the best way to deal with this, and let me see, Prince of Chariot of Wind. Easy to move, but unable to progress, blah, blah, blah. He is as a madman with a sickle and a sword, mowing down anybody that comes in his way. Always on the alert. As our minds, it's a good metaphor for our minds, because this is how we work our minds, the majority of us, daily. This card signifies to me that we need to give the mind a creative outlet, so that it is directed. That sword is directed in a positive way. A sword of creation, music, literature. Something creative to fulfill. Okay, something that comes out, even though sound and art and stuff, you can say they're air. They're coming through air. They're a, oh gosh, what is my words today? I'm kind of rocky started after some stuff before here. Anyway, more positive becomes manifest. This card, the colors in this, on this camera, or with this lighting that I have a light out, but it's a ladderwork light, so. Anyway, yesterday, the last card we had, I didn't do that, did I? Was the Six of Disc. That of balance, that of sharing, the sixth zodiac, forming the hexagram. That was good. That was good. So now we need to remember we're there and not let our mind run amok, destroying things, but to use some reason and some will in what we're doing. The second card to come up, and this one I'll have to read a bit, Magus of the Eternal. The card of Taurus. This is not the Hierophant of the Osiris age. There is nobody bowing to this Hierophant in supplication. Is that how you say the word? And you notice that his hand is open in benediction, and even the star become like a little children, enter the gate of heaven. And see the pentagram, and the pentagram, and within the pentagram is the being. So let me read this a little bit, because this is really good. No Assyrian docile acolytes, but supported in work by sword-bearing scarlet woman. And one of the things, where'd she go? I'm so enjoying about this deck. She's right there. Whoops, I'm pointing behind the card. It's hard to see. Sword bearing. That is a woman's face. See right there where I'm putting the glare. Okay. I like this because all the women are not just represent. I mean, he does different stuff with the semantics and the verbiage. Okay. I like that. Let the woman be girt with a sword before me. This woman represents Venus as now in the new eon, no longer the mere vehicle of her male counterpart, but armed and militant, ready to become sovereign within her own right. And Lady Harris has, I guess, rearranged some of this around the Hierophant that would be on the world card, and Crowley points out, or someone, that it's not the spaces of the zodiac, the wheel of the zodiac, that have changed, but the archetypal images within them as they evolve and grow into the new eon. Because everything's changing, everything's growing, okay? And this is a Taurus card, and that's Venus. And that is the rise of the divine feminine in the world. She has her sword of righteousness. And what is not working in this new eon will be discarded. Okay, the next card that came up, is beautiful. I just love this. The Queen of Swords. Look at her. Prismatic stars. Is that a cherub above her? She sits on her throne. She has a sword. Oh, that throne is of something. I don't remember what it was. And a man's head. Is that the last Hierophant? His eyes closed in peace and meditation. Using the sword of discretion and reason, the Queen separates the soul intellect from the animal nature. And we are entering an age of intellect, a frequency of vibration. Okay? Liberator of the mind, intensely perceptive, keen observer, subtle individual, swift, accurate, confident, and just, and gracious in spirit. I just love Crowley's interpretations. For me, it goes so much deeper than, and like I said, I haven't even looked back. I mean, we all know what the regular Queen of Swords means, right? But I want to be the Queen of Swords in the new eon, not in times past with a heavy heart and sacrifice. If I'm going to sacrifice, I'm going to sacrifice some of my animal natures for that intellect of the soul. So the cards were to control, to have some control over your fate, destiny, to lead the way. Know that the whole idea of spiritualism is changing, and it is now going to be accepted as empowerment and sovereignty of ourselves. I can't see. And we will have the attributes of the Queen of Swords to decapitate what is no longer needed, to remove, and move forward with graciousness, stability, confidence, and grace. Blessed, blessed be. And all three of those cards go into a much higher frequency than where we've been sitting. And that just makes me so excited. And the convict card. The star card that I drew happens to be the Archangel Covenant. And it says, I am aware that at the appointed time, all these earthbound initiates of the angelic realm shall gather together to form unions upon the earth. And that is our change in the idea of who we are, coming out of third third density consciousness, to assume who we are. And the really cool thing about this is that we're meeting our tribes. We're finding the people and we're finding our tribes. We're pulling in the boundaries. We're letting things fall away because the only way to go is forward. You are a star. All of this, universes within the universes within the universe, are coming within to implode as we fly through the stargates back to become what? White matter, a stellar aspect. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for the word of supernova. And I really feel that today. And Saturn is coming in. You know, we got lots going on, right? We've had all these stargates. We have the solstice tomorrow. We have the eclipse a few days later. Are coming in to bring in the whole new age. The past is past. There's nothing but the now. The past is behind us. The future is ahead of us. But the future can still be created. Now, the future can be the past healed if you need to heal that to move forward. But this is the future. This is the future right here. Oh, these cards are just gorgeous. I cannot believe that I used the excuse of basically that they were too small. Because now I'm like Sherlock Holmes examining this part of me here. See, and I can see the cards. Frequency is abundance. We have an abundant and beautiful day today. And I'll see you next time. I've done my job for today, and now we're going to go make a couple of recipes of old family recipe cookies. And tonight, take hot chocolate and drive around the island and look at all the colors, all the colors. Do not forget to be aware of the colors around you. I am a being of violet fire. So bless you all. Have an absolutely gorgeous day. I am so grateful for all the abundance and everything in my life. And so it is. Love is the answer.